now we're ready to receive connections from our backdoor. So we created the backdoor, we set a payload, and we're listening for incoming connections here from any connection that comes in from the same backdoor on the same port on the same IP. So now if a person runs that backdoor, we'll receive the connection back in here on this computer. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna test the backdoor to make sure that it works. And to do that, we're gonna use a very basic delivery method. Later on in the course, we're going to talk about smart delivery methods that will trick the person into opening the file that we're sending to them. For now, we're just doing a very basic example just to test our very basic backdoor. So to do that, we're just going to put the backdoor on our web server and then download it from the target computer. So there's nothing smart about this, and you probably can't use this way to deliver the backdoor to a real person. So we're only doing this for testing to make sure our backdoor works. So Kali comes in with a web server, and what that means basically you can use Kali as a website. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put that backdoor in that website and then just download it from the target Windows machine. Now the website directory where you should store the website files is var www.html. So I'll show you where it is now. If you just click in here on the path and then put a /, it will allow you to manually type the path that you want to go to. So we want to go to var www.html. And this is the location where the website files are stored. Now for you, you'll probably only have index.html, you won't have all of that stuff, but that's just stuff that I created while I was testing a few things. So the index is the main page that people usually see when they browse to this website. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna first of all create a directory, and I'm gonna call it evil files. So every time we create a backdoor or a keylogger, we're going to put it in here and then download it in the Windows machine to test it. And again, later on in the delivery methods section, we're going to talk about smart delivery methods. For now, we're only going to be creating the evil files and test them to make sure that they work as expected. So I'm going to call this directory evil files. And inside it, I'm going to put the backdoor that we created before. So the backdoor that we created was made using Vilevasion, and Vilevasion actually gave us the full path of it when we created it, if you remember, or you can go back now to the lecture and have a look on it. So I'm just gonna press Ctrl-T to open a new tab, and then again I'm gonna click on the path in here, and I'm gonna put / to manually enter the path, and then we're gonna go to var lib Vilevasion output compiled, hit enter, and you'll see the backdoor that I created right here, and we named it rev https 8080. So I'm gonna copy this and paste it in here. And that's it. Now we can download this file from the website that Kali uses, that Kali has. Now to start the web server, to start the website, we have to start its service from the command prompt. And to do that, we're going to do service Apache 2 start. So the command is service to start the service. Apache 2 is the name of the web server. And then we want to start this web server. I'm going to hit enter. And because we didn't get any errors, that means the command got executed properly. Now everything is done. So the IP of the Kali machine was 10.20.14.2.13. It's the same IP that we're listening here, and it's the same IP that you'd get if you run ifconfig. So I'm going to go to my Windows machine, and I'm going to navigate to my IP address of the Kali machine, which is 10.20.14.2.13. And this will open the basic index.html that I showed you. And it basically just says it works, telling us that the web server is working and the website is working. This is all inside var www.html. So if I wanted to go to the directory where we put the backdoor, then we're just gonna go to evil files because we called it evil files. I'm gonna hit enter. And you can see the backdoor that we created in the previous lecture, and we called it rev https 8080. So if I click on that, it's gonna download it for me. And like I said before, this is not the smartest way to deliver the backdoor, but right now all we want to do is just to test the backdoor and make sure that it works. So if I click on the downloads and run the backdoor, it's gonna tell me that this is an executable, so be careful when you run it, but this is not detecting a virus. It's literally just saying be careful when you run exes. I'm gonna run it anyway, and once we come back here, you'll see that we received a connection from the target machine. So we didn't connect to the target computer. The target computer connected back to us. So you can see the IP of the target computer, which is 10.20.14.206, and that IP connected back to us on port 8080 right here. So basically now we have full control over that computer. Right here you can see that we have a Meterpreter session. And what Meterpreter allows us to do is literally do anything that the user can do on their computer. So we'll see how we can use the Meterpreter later on in the post-connection attacks. For now, we can see that the backdoor is working. And if we do sysinfo, you can see that we are inside the MS Edge Windows 10 machine. It's Windows 10 right here, it's x64, it uses English US, and it uses a Meterpreter x86 for Windows. So as I said, now we can do anything we want on the target machine, and we'll talk about how to use the Meterpreter later on in the post-connection section. But again, basically right now, we hacked the target computer and we have full control over it.